Hey there guys, it's Metro, and we're back again. So some things happened in the last episode. Let's talk about a little bit of that. Because this is recorded so far in advance now at this point, but I actually got a little insight on the stuff from the past that had we had the same issues with it, you know. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna read these comments, and I just want to talk a little bit about how it went down, and maybe there's actually information that can be learned from here for others as well, because I have no idea why these crashes are happening at this point. But yeah, Dark Linux, who is a genius, does know, I guess. So I mentioned it a couple episodes ago. He mentioned that it's a nav mesh crash. I have no idea what that actually means, but he goes then on to explain it in the next time it happens in another episode. I guess anyway, he says this one looks related to the unit script on death function. It could be the plugin that kills NPCs forever. Dead means dead. So I turned that off. Okay, so I have no idea if that's the problem, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is, because it doesn't make any sense why, like, Azeroth Core is supposed to be like, yeah, it shouldn't have these issues, I feel like. So it could be that. So I turned that off. The script checks the source of who killed the NPC. It could be crashing due to Dancing Rune Weapon, based on the source code. Could be, but that is not what happened in yesterday's video. I did go back and watch it. And then he also says, I have a nav mesh editor for Classic. I can port it to Wrath. Then you will fix a lot of the NPCs running through objects, and you can fix it. So I don't know what that means. He didn't reply to that. But anyway, yeah, I don't know what that means. In terms of being a manual process, you mean have to do it individually for every enemy, then that'd be fine by me, because like it's this one specifically that I assume it's going to keep happening on because of the way it's moving. So I wouldn't mind fixing that one. Then he also brought up that there's a command to save to force your character's progression, force save your character's progression. I think by default the server does it every 15 minutes, which it does. So I did not know that this was actually a function in the server, but it is. So we went to, I closed it, but we'll show it real quick. It's in, it's in configs. You go to world server. I just typed, is it .save or? I think it was just 90, like that, right? Yeah. So, okay, so, is that it? No, that's not it. There's another number that's the same. Yeah, here we go. Player save interval. This is what you're looking for, player save interval. Time in milliseconds for player save interval. Default is 15 minutes, so I just took a 0 off it. So I don't know, like, is there a reason that you would want it to not be 0? Like, I don't know how it works, but I feel like, you know, taking a 0 off it, hopefully that works. I guess the bigger issue for me with the crashes is not necessarily the crashes, it's the fact that everything that happened in that dungeon gets lost. So that's really my biggest issue. So if we can solve that, then I'm fine. Like, it sucks that things are crashing, but yeah, one way or the other, we changed the save rate interval and we made it so that mod or whatever is just disabled now. I'm not really sure if that was it or not, but it could be, because I did have it enabled even though I wasn't using it, but I guess I actually was using it. And this is now, I think, why we've been having these weird things where the dungeons, like I had the server offline and they just never respawned. I had no idea that was even a thing. I forgot, I guess, about that. So that was why. And I turned it off now. So now anytime we log out, the dungeon will reset, I guess. Which is, I actually kind of like that feature, to be honest. But yeah, if that is actually the culprit. So now that we have it off, if we ever have another crash again, then we'll turn it back on, because obviously it's not that, you know. But yeah, I'm going to get this done real quick, and then we will go back into ZF and we'll see if that mob continues to run through the world like that. And if it does, I guess we'll see if it crashes, because it seems to be like that. I imagine that one's going to crash every time. We didn't test it. I probably should have, but yeah, I would imagine that one's going to crash every time. It seems really weird, really awkward. The fact that it just like runs through the world like that definitely doesn't seem right. We also, did we do this stuff right? I don't even know. Oh yeah, I was gonna keep the diabolic skiver and make a gem out of it. I didn't get around to doing that yet. But yeah, we're gonna do another run in this dungeon. Hopefully this time we won't have any major issues. Let's see what happens. Just want to finish this quest. All right, we do it. Turn Send that in too. Are we gonna do the Scrimshank redemption quest? I don't know if there's a follow-up. We did get most stuff done, I think. I'm just gonna put this. I mean, honestly, this should probably just be worn, but I don't really want to wear leather. I kind of like that being a gem. It's just not really, like, it's not very powerful. Like, it's like very, very weak, I think. Like, unless you have all three of those things. So I think I want to like find something to do with that. Okay, picking those up because I knew we were gonna dig from all that. So, all right. Anyway, then we'll go back in there. Then we have some other point we're still putting stuff into. Well, bloodworms. Oh yeah, A-bombs might. And now, I guess we'll put bloodworms still. And we'll take 1 point for that. That seems useful. Alright, let's head back in. And we'll go around the dungeon now at 50. I mean, it wasn't hard, but yeah, hopefully there won't be any issues today. And then, like I said, we're now just testing to see if those changes actually stop the crashing. It is very strange because we've seen it very seldom, so I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. It could be the dancing room open thing. It could be, I don't know. But when that mob died, dancing room open was not up. So when that boss died. Oh, we also didn't have the ring on for our time outdoors here, but oh well. But I don't know. Can we actually add? Like, I guess we could make a new spell with all three of those things on it. Or we could just, like, let's take a look at what it's actually called. There's probably, like, multiple layers of undead damage. Gloves of Holy Might. Oh, that rare should be back up, yeah. Let's kill the rare again. Undead Slayer 30 it's called. So yeah, just like a generic classic style spell that just is there to buff the item. This guy gives a lot of experience because he's actually a rare elite, not a rare. And so those already give high experience. I've never seen this mob here though. I've done ZF a lot in Classic. This is like the start. This is when I would start doing dungeons. If I was going to do dungeons, it would be ZF. So it's kind of strange. Never ran into this guy. Oh, but you know what? I don't think this exists in Classic though, right? Because this weapon is definitely not a Classic model, right? 8.6k. And then our fun bloodworms aggro more stuff that we have to fight. Fun worms. Alright, let's go in and try to get through this quick. We obviously don't need any of the trash, so I think we can skip a lot more here than we did yesterday. Actually get by this pack too, right? Nope. Maybe, but we fucked it up if we could. Yeah, I don't know the save thing. He said there's a save command as well, but I don't know, like, how you do that. I remember people used to do this on private servers all the time. I feel like it's like dot save, like it actually just dot save, but I don't know. These totems. It's actually probably the hardest pull in here. Spurs. That's a pattern, right? That's actually interesting. You put them on your boots, and it makes you ride faster. That's in classic too, I guess, right? I don't even know. Plate chest, that's... wow. That's really good. What the fuck? One random enchant. Oh, intellect, damn. That's still really good though, isn't it? I mean, it's got more strength, way more armor. The only thing is I think we're just losing stamina on it. We're gaining spirit. We're losing a good amount of stamina, yeah. And defense rating, which I don't think that helps us at all here. Yeah, I think that's an upgrade no matter what. Let's see our actual attack power stat. 789. So yeah, it's an upgrade no matter what. We'll put that on. Okay, let's skip this stuff. I think we can even skip like all that too, right? Can you go up here? Yeah, you can go up here and skip all that too. Oh, maybe not. I just fell. I don't know if I could or couldn't. But we do have all the quests done other than the Gazrilla stuff, which we're going to do now. That's going to be the first thing we do, is go there. Actually pretty dangerous now. Stop these casts. Ugh. Haste makes waste, the phrase that comes to mind. But yeah, the other thing I was thinking about yesterday was we can just make the mob not run. Like there's like no function in mobs running, to be honest. Like there's no benefit to having it run. It's just annoying, honestly. But we can just have it not run too if we can't fix that one specific mob. Thought it was still running after I gripped it. Nope. Don't think we're getting past that one. Weird how that guy just... He's casting while he's in the air. Gonna heal the scarab. That doesn't seem like something you'd want to heal. Such a weird quest too, killing the scarabs, right? Like if they're an integral part of the dungeon. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. Ugh, God, I fucking hate this. Okay. I wonder if that's something we can fix too. I have no idea how to start with that. Oh sweet, it's actually gonna aggro 2 different mobs. That's crazy. Oh wow, okay, we just aggroed a lot of mobs. Probably dying here, I don't see how. Especially with the casters. Might be able to just outlast them, but... Guess we need to be attacking the actual healers. Well, that's still not a healer. We got one down at least. Don't actually do that much healing. Not like the guys, the augurs or whatever. What was the mobs? That was annoying. Well, we managed to get through it. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a good one. Alright, we got some gems to make after this. We also have some scrolls. See, okay, so this is the only thing. These still go away every time we crash. So yeah, we definitely have a vested interest in trying to fix that crash if we can. I'm really hoping it's that module or whatever. I don't know why it would be, but I'm hoping that that's solved now. Okay, so we are gonna... I said I was gonna do Gazrilla, but I am going to do this first. Because I don't want there, to be any discrepancies. I want to try to do like the same thing that we did just in case, you know? Even though we kind of did change things, but yeah, at least we won't say anything about the dungeon has changed. Because it does seem weird that like the same mob, the Scarlet mobs did not, like it wasn't like that for them, you know? It wasn't the same mob crash just each time. So, you know, if we need to learn something from that, we can. Okay, so this mob, like, we can't actually kill with our normal damage profile. It's immune to physical and shadow at one point. So immune to interrupts for whatever reason. Seems like a lot of people are immune to interrupts in here. But we can't do anything now. We have to just keep frost fevering. It doesn't last very long though. But we can't death strike either. Almost over. Doesn't even drop anything. Totally pointless. Alright, same thing. Let's go try this now. Also, we nerfed the spell on these guys. Hopefully that's going to actually take effect. We got the right spell, I hope. There's an 8-second stun when you're alone. Like, it's a magic, so I think you're just meant to be dispelled, right? Like, it's going to go on the tank or maybe a melee. Yeah, okay. Only lasts 8 seconds. That's good. Or 2 seconds now. Bit ridiculous. Still don't know. It just aggroes when you get close enough. That's how it works. Okay. Oh, also immune to interrupting. I tried to kill his pets yesterday. Oh, okay, forget it. I thought it was causing them to respawn, but I guess not. So we are gonna kill the pets. I think he does it at a certain percentage, though, honestly. Doesn't seem like he just does it on a timer or anything. But he's not rooting me, so he's not running this time. I don't know. It's not the same conditions as yesterday's, unfortunately. I think it's because it wasn't the stun, or it wasn't the root, it was the stun. When he had 8 seconds of leeway, the AI would tell him to move away from me for some reason. I think by accident we solved the problem without even wanting to. Yeah, he's not running here. Nor are we getting earth grabbed, I don't. Oh, there it is. Yeah, alright, well he's not actually gonna flee, so he just dies without incident this time. And we get the lifeblood amulet, so that's not what we're looking for, but will we get a random enchant? A lot of stamina on that thing. Yeah, we lose 9 strength, so that's not worth it. Even for that much stamina. Honestly, we might have to try to kill him a second time. Because it seems like Well, whatever. I think we might have solved it by accident. By not allowing him to capitalize on our stun. We didn't kill this guy yesterday, but... Is it supposed to spawn all the zombies? Maybe that's not like that in Wrath anymore. Another immune boss, that's crazy. Didn't know that was a thing. Guess he doesn't spawn anything anymore. Doesn't drop anything either. Who knows? I think you can go all the way around the side here. Oh, we just pulled that mob though. Not really productive though, because there's mobs in front of the thing that we're gonna have to fight anyway. Getting those double, what's it called again? Soul Reaper or something? Getting those double procs is pretty nuts. Sudden Doom, yeah. That's a really fun interaction. It's like up there with one of the better interactions I could come up with. Like, I don't think I can come up with a better one for Blood. Keep accidentally doing that. I don't know if that's, I think that's causing him to stop padding, which is unfortunate. I don't think it matters. It's really dangerous time in the playthrough. I think we have plenty of pots. Looks like we might die this time. I guess we're alright. other guys just died on our team. We just like got way too far out ahead. Yeah, we did. That's bad. Not sure what happens now. Didn't have any issues with it yesterday, but man, we really lack AoE. The diseases just don't do shit, I guess. I mean, that's crazy. Is that really our damage? I think it's like... I don't know. We obviously didn't do just blood boil, so... Or just blood plague. I don't know what that's about. Cop was also talking about blood presence. I mean, I guess we probably should be in blood presence. I don't know, though. It seems like overpowered, all the self-healing, but in a dungeon, it's like not. We're not actually overpowered, so... Put on blood presence. It was really, really overpowered early, that was the thing. It was seemingly like healing for every auto attack would full heal me for some reason. I don't know if that's what that was, to be honest, but one way or the other, we're now level 50, so I don't think this is... The rules are starting to become blurred. Combat with now. Oh yeah, we're still in combat with. This happened yesterday too, actually, didn't it? Yeah. No, nobody's left though. What happens if they die? Is it just over? That dude's just standing up there still, so... Probably would be a lot easier if every NPC was here, but let's see if we can try to get him to engage. Yeah, okay, good. Maybe that means he'll come back down and help now. No, not really. Just standing there. to get him in combat or something. No, he doesn't want to help. Just need these mobs to actually die, man. They're just not dying. It's taking really long to die. Blood presence isn't helping. I think it's actually worse than frost presence. I just can't fucking kill these mobs, man. They have such little health and I can't kill them. The diseases aren't doing shit. Like, it's my top damage, obviously, but they're not doing shit. I don't know why we had no problem yesterday. Oh. Yeah, no, I don't know why we had no problem yesterday. I guess we didn't have any crashes yet. Yeah, I mean, we even gained a level, too. Shocking. Well, I think they'll still be in combat somehow. I don't know. I think it just like pauses when we're not near them or something. I'm not really sure what's happening with that. Maybe the guys are just so tanky that it takes that long because they're non-elites anyway, but... Is there anything in that area? I don't know what the point of that is. Did they win? I'm running around at low health and shit. Now they're fighting Bly. He's winning. I don't think we can advance without the goblin, right? buy these guys, okay. Not a problem, I guess. Actually, this is stupid of me attacking this one because he's probably going to keep... Oh, okay. I thought once I killed his target, he was going to move on again. I think maybe the acolytes are the bigger problem. They just cast the spell over and over again. Okay, last time, yeah, the fear. Yeah, aggroed another a little healer mob here, which is a big pain in the ass. Another immune mob. Alright. This is like harder than yesterday, so I don't understand what's going on today. Our character got weaker. Guess we lost the gems or something? I don't know. Don't remember anything changing. So at this point I'll just do the full clear and be done with it. Well, will they still be in combat? We'll find out. Yeah, blood. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, it's a decent amount, but it lost to bloodworms. I don't know. Vendetta didn't. We just didn't kill a lot of targets there, I guess. It's a decent amount, I guess. The thing is, Frost Presence grants us way more stamina and armor. So I think that is still better. And then the armor is also a bit of an offensive buff. The thing is, Blood Presence is a major offensive buff. It's a 4% damage buff, so I don't think Frost Presence is enough to compensate for 4%, but it's probably still better to be Frost, which is unfortunate, given the fact that it's a Blood Death Knight. Still battling over there. He's about to die, though. Yeah, I think it's like actually just pauses. Yeah, he's dead. So we won't be able to kill the last boss now, which is what I wanted to do in this episode. Oh, I lost all the diseases too. Oh my god, man. Okay, we're gonna die again. Should we just reset it at this point? Yeah, I guess we'll just reset it. Let's repair. Or that can keep happening. I guess that has nothing to do with the bug from yesterday. No idea what the fuck that is. Some new bug. Alright, well, we're gonna have to do another run. So we're gonna have to split it into 2 episodes, I guess, unfortunately. I was gonna try to just do that whole run in 1 episode, but it's a good idea because we can do whatever that boss is that bugged out on us and try it again and make sure it's fine. I can never figure out where to repair here. I think it's here, right?
I got the best deals anywhere.
2 whole gold. Couple greens at least. We have so much mage weave that we now have a 2nd stack. We'll just vendor the other stack.
Keep it real.
Let us go ahead and scrap these. I'm gonna hang on to these because I think it's worth it.
Time is money, friend. Be good.
Make a gem out of those, you know? A whole 30 holy damage, though, may not be it. I just like the system. I don't really care if it functions or not. We can do that, actually. Let's just do that right now, since this episode's become so strange. Let's do that now. That'll be what we do here for the rest of this episode. Okay, so I have to remember how to do this. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Proc handler, duplicate. We're gonna make it. First one's gonna be called... It's in game, of course, not on the browser. Short Sword of Vengeance. Do that one first. Okay. What do we do? Look it up on Wowhead, right? Gotta get the spell details. Holy Smite is what we're looking for. Smite an enemy for 30 holy damage. Oh yeah, but we have... Right, okay, there's a lot to this. I haven't done this in a while. Okay, so we have to figure out, first of all, what the actual percentage of it happening is. I think if we click on it, it says it, right? It doesn't say. Chance on hit. It might say on the item. I think it will have a spell thing. Spell trigger. proc per minute. And that's how often it procs with. It doesn't tell you what percentage it is. This guy says 9.4 times per minute. Which I don't know what the fuck that would mean. So he's saying it's a 10 proc per minute. Like I don't know how that works. What does that mean? It's like a 10% chance to smite or something like that? I don't get it. It would be a 6% chance or something, right? If it procs 10 times in a minute, it's just like how many times you auto attack in a minute. So I don't know how to make it the same. It's like different than other ones, I guess. It is not a percent chance to hit on proc. I guess we'll just make it 10%. Because it's very weak anyway. It's 30 damage only. Okay, so your melee hits have a... So we need to change... Yeah, okay, so this goes to 10. And what else do we have to change here? We have to make it proc the actual thing. So instead of this, it's got to proc the spell. Okay, so that's done. That's this part done. Wait, I didn't save the name, I guess. Or did I change the other one? No, I just didn't save the name. Okay, so your melee hits have a 10%, and it still says 2. Why does it say 2? Oh, right. Because we have to change it in the aura as well. I don't think this actually matters. It's just there for the hand for this thing to show up. Your melee hits have a 10% chance to wound the target, causing them to bleed for... Oh, that's also wrong, though, yeah. That was what I was starting with, to copy-paste that. To smite the enemy. Melee hits have a chance to smite the enemy for 30 holy damage. Oh, what the hell's going on? Okay, done with that. Now we gotta do stuff. What do we do? Okay, we have to change the disenchant thing. I remember that much. So we look for the loot table. The most recent one was Blood Spiller. So we would copy paste this line. Changing it to 75. The currency stays the same. And we're changing it to Short Sword of Vengeance. Okay. Short Sword of Vengeance currency. Then we also need to do the same thing for the item specific gem, which we haven't made yet. But it looks like we would extrapolate the number downward. So we duplicate. Change it to 75. Change this to 61955. Just copy paste that name. Too many letters to type it all again. Okay, so now 75 is our number. Item, template. We're looking for the disenchant value of 70 to change that to 75. Okay, so now when we disenchant it, it will disenchant into those two things. But we don't have the item yet. So we need to make that. And here's our number, so we're going to duplicate that. Downward to 695 or whatever. Ancient Orb of Vengeance. I'll just call it Short Vengeance. Because I don't want it to be confused with actual Vengeance, the Paladin thing. Which I don't think we'll have a gem for, but you never know. And then now we need to change this number Looks like we haven't done a gem since, so that goes to 651. Okay, and so that's that. I think that's all the things we needed. Now we need to open the... I know I have two of these up. Now we need to open the DBCs. And so we need item, gem, and spell enhancement. Huh? Oh, spell item enhancement. That's what it is. Okay. All right, so we got those three. Now we'll start with item. Make a new item, copy, paste. Viewing this to change this to 1995. Save. That's it for that. Save that. Oh, well, we're not going to import it yet because we're going to do more than one of these. And then for gem property, copy, paste. This isn't changing. We're actually on the right, whatever, logic for that. And then for this, copy, paste. We need to change the actual spell that procs. Right? How's this working? I guess this is the new spell that we made, yeah. So it's 06. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, because I made a bunch of other shit. 8096. Okay. And then we need a new source item ID. And I believe that's it. So actually, yeah, let's go ahead and export all this shit and make sure that works for that one first before we commit to the second one. But I'm pretty sure that's it. Okay, so save, export. Wait, did I do it? Where are these going? I'm doing it in some random ass place. Shit, we don't want that. Okay, that was a big mistake. Fuck. I'm on the desktop. Alright. Okay, so we still need to do this though. I haven't done this yet. Lots of things to export. Okay. Oh, did I put that in the wrong folder? No, I just like, what happened to the folder? Okay. Now it's patch time. 3.3.5. Patch S. These two patches. And then we gotta get this, all this other shit's behind. There it is. Patch E. Okay. That should be that. Launch the world server. Delete the cache. And that should be it. Okay, now we will launch the game. Make sure it works. It's probably a relatively strong thing. Disenchant it. We got it. Short of vengeance, or short vengeance, that is. Your melee hits have a 2% chance to wound the target. Oh, what happened there? What did we do wrong there? Oh. There's an actual item description as well. We didn't mess with that. Forgot about that. Okay, so we forgot some. Oh, we have to... Can't do it like that, though. Okay, 10% chance. Alright, now we gotta do it all again. So... Disenchant. Start over. Duplicate. 76. Nothing has to change there other than the name. And this one's called... Diabolic Skiver. Okay. Duplicate. So what happened when I do 74? What the fuck? This is fine, I guess. 76. This is instead of 6, it's 4. Okay. So that's that done. Now we go back to item template. Making new gem. Duplicate. 4 of the skiver, I guess. I hope that's not something that's used more than once. I've never heard that phrase before. We won't be able to, I don't know what to put in there yet. Change that to 2. We did that right? Those numbers? They don't look right. No, they are. We're good. Okay, so that's 1652. Now we gotta do it here, I guess. Doing it kind of different orders, but it doesn't really matter. Diabolic Skiver. Save. I don't even know what it does, though. Delivers a fatal wound. Okay. What is the proc rate? I don't get it. Nobody has any info on proc rate this time. Well, we need to look up the actual... We need to change the item anyway, so... Diabolic Skiver. Does it have a proc rate this time? It says 1, so I guess we'll just assume half of the previous one. So instead of 10%, we'll say 5%. Hopefully that's not overpowered or anything. And then this is now 76, I think, right? Was this number? Already forgotten, but I think it's gotta be 76. Yeah. Okay, so 76. We're gonna go with 5. Spell ID. Okay. That should automatically update, right? 5% chance to deliver a fatal wound. Okay. Let me paste this one. Put this in the item. Okay. Seems to be right. Alright, so now we do it all again. On this side. Item ID. Duplicate. And again. 61994. Save, export. Gems properties. Copy. Paste. Enumerate upwards. Save. Done. Spell enchantment. Copy. Paste. Right now, new ID 07. Did I say it? Or pronounce it? Or type it? Diabolic Skiver. Okay. I think we did it all right. That is the spell ID, right? Good. Save. Export. Import or export. Okay. Log out. Okay, data. DBC. Copy paste. Done with that. We can relaunch the server. And now here, delete cache. Add all 4 patches. There's one. What's going on? Too much shit on the desktop right now. Oh, I deleted the thing as well, yeah. Ugh, I don't. It's just a typo. Patch G.mpq. This one. Copy him in. Launch the game. And that is that for today. Didn't get much done. Oh, we got some progress on the server, I guess. And eat it. Diabolic skiver. Didn't work. What did we do wrong? What happened? What did we do wrong? Is that the wrong item I looked at or something? I changed the thing, didn't I? Oh, you know what I bet I did? No, I didn't. What did I do wrong? Did we not restart the server? Maybe we didn't restart the server. I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. Yeah, I didn't actually restart the server. That's what happened. I guess. Crucial step. Too many, doing it two times in a row blurs together. But now we're gonna have to cheat another one in. We don't need the item, I don't care about it. How was that about? Oh, scared the shit out of me. I thought something was wrong with the server all of a sudden. It just hadn't launched fully yet, I guess. I actually only have one bag. Alright. Get rid of those. Well, do I even have? I don't even have. This is not the character we test this on. Okay. Where's DEing? There it is. See if it works. Yep. Alright. So that part works now. So I fucked it up originally because I didn't restart the server. Okay. I mean, probably balance. I don't know. I'm not a pro balancer, so I don't know what's going to happen there, but... Alright, well, I guess that's it for today. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.